Hello, hello, hello. Can you guys hear me? That was weird. It muted me automatically, which I thought was really strange. Anyways, let me know if my mouth is moving, but you don't hear a sound. Hi, Laveda. Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Sue. Hi, Treese. Good morning, Brioni. Hi, Kay. You can hear me? Okay, that was weird. It muted me. It was like, nope, we don't want to hear your voice. Click. Hi, Sheila. Hello, Miss Linda Baker. Thank you. Hi, Helen. Thank you. Hello, hello. How is everybody? Happy Monday, I suppose. Happy my I have stories. I have stories. No accidents or anything, thank goodness. Um, but yeah, I have stories. I have stories. How was everybody's weekend? Did you do anything this weekend? I did a lot, but then not really. Sue knows exactly what I'm talking about because I did a lot, but whenever you do, you feel like you're doing a lot, but then you look around and it's like, did I do anything? Like, did I get anywhere? Hi, Kiki. Ads? Ads? That's weird. Were you on my page as soon as the live started? Because if you came in and my intro was already coming on, I know that YouTube does that. It's aggravating. But because I'm monetized, that's what happens. If you're not there at the very start of the live, if you come in late, I think it does a dumb ad or something right before. So I know. I was talking, hi, Mac. Hi, Miss Kathy. I was sending videos to Sue and I was like, I feel like grabbing the bin, opening it up outside, because whenever I have to smash down recycle, boxes, I just like open the recycle bin by my sliding door and I stand there and I just cut the boxes and da 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 da. I told her I feel like grabbing a bin, putting it by the sliding door, and just taking the stuff and. But I know that I don't want to do that because I know that number one, I spent a lot of money on that stuff, even though I don't use it. And number two, if I can figure out a way to get it to somebody or somebody's, I know that it would be used and appreciated. So I just need to figure it out. But I was just getting aggravated because it's like a never ending. And Sue, the stuff is still sitting in my living room, which is just, ugh. Hi, Mary Sharkey. Hi, Miss Connie. I'm good today. Thank you. How are you? Hi, Charlotte. Hi, Joanne. So, anyways, now I need to figure. I started doing my craft room a little bit because my craft room is out of control. So that way, maybe I can move the stuff over into there. I did like switch out my paints, but then there was still a lot of it. So it's gonna take work. But you guys know I'm not very patient. So doing all of that, I was like hoping to see like light at the end of the tunnel, and I don't even see light yet. Like there's no light. Like that's how far back I'm at. I'm in the tunnel. I'm so far back that I don't even see the end yet. Anyways, so you know how I always gripe about the construction on the freeway? So they did this thing where if you're in the fast lane, you're basically trapped, and the very last exit to the next town is from where we are is where Trevor needs to get off. It's basically like going to the end of the town and then I get off, right? So they decided to put this, they blocked it off, the fast lane, so you could not get over. Hold on, Troy. You couldn't get over, you were stuck there. I basically had to go into the next town to get off of the freeway to come back around, get back on the freeway to come. I was so aggravated. I was so aggravated because I couldn't do. I was trapped. I'd seen the cement blocks on both sides. I was trapped. I was like, oh my gosh, did I not see signs or something? And Trev was just like quiet because he knows, like, don't say anything because I'm aggravated. But put it in an auction. Well, Sue also was like, because you guys know, like, all of my orders for all of my customers, we put in inspirational gifts and stuff like that. She was like, put in some of those embellishments and stuff too, like throw those in there. And I was like, yeah, I could probably do that, but that's just like a little chip away at the problem, you know what I mean? So yeah, I can maybe try to do that. I can try to do that. Yes, it was. So it's like, why couldn't they do that? That's the last exit of the town. So common sense would tell you, Caltrans, like, do it after the last exit, because there's literally no more exits after that exit until the next town, which is about 3 miles. So like, you just couldn't have anyways, that anyway, so this is what we're gonna tackle. Ignore I've literally had those little check beginnings on this top hat forever. Oh, and then I had to go to the bank this morning. Oh, that was a nightmare. That was a nightmare. Me and Troy were standing in that line. And then, there's 2 tellers, right? 2 tellers. And then right when the next person is supposed to go, he puts up the thing, next window. And there's only 1 teller, and everybody in line's like, because it's like, why did they do that? Hi, Andrew. It's okay. He's fine, Miss Connie. He's fine. He's like he's like Troy. Anyway, so I get these at Factory Direct Crafts. If anybody is ever interested, just let me know, and then I can special order them and bring them into the store. I will tell you that this is not like the Hobby Lobby one. So this isn't like the, like $17 one. I think these are upwards of like $30. Whoops. So these are they're pricey, but they're very nicely done. They're on the stand and everything. And then this top hat, I think, I don't know, my friend Nikki gave me this. But what I was thinking is, I've done a variety of dress forms. I've done I've done one with the LV on there. I've done one that was, blue. I've done steampunk. I've done a couple of them, but I haven't done one that was kind of Christmassy, or, in that era, kind of like Christmas bright stuff. So I was thinking, I don't know if I'm going to use Yvetta's red stripes, or if I'm going to use the red damask. I have a bunch of this stuff that I thought would look cute. So obviously this is going to be one of those projects that linger for a while, but I really enjoy doing these dress forms. So we'll see what we come up with. Yeah. Sometimes, for the most part, everything is okay, Miss Connie. There's sometimes that we do need to sometimes we do need to say but for the most part, everything's okay. Okay, so like I said, I was thinking, you guys remember I did the last dress form I did that pretty blue, like this color blue that I like, with the damask, and that one was kind of challenging. But then I was thinking of also using I don't even know where it is. Oh, there they are. Of maybe Dainty and the Queen's red stripes. But I don't know. Now, I know that I think it'll be okay to do the stripes, because I'm thinking the stripes will just be on the bottom area. I'm not thinking about doing the stripes on the entirety of the dress form. Oh, the fan. Then I don't know if maybe we want to give her, wrap this on and kind of give her like a fur top. What do you guys think? Hi, Patty. No worries. No more Mr. Peanut. Terry took the hat off. No more Mr. Peanut. Terry took the hat off. Miss Linda Baker, am I being a total knob? What does that mean? No more Mr. Peanut. You done your... Oh, yeah, I just changed the mat. I used to do it often, change the mat, but every time I think about taking everything off of my desk and changing it, I'd be like, oh, no, 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 no. And this time I was like, you know what? And you haven't changed it in like months. But you know what I'm saying? Like if we make her like a furry. Hi, Valerie. I think that's what we'll do. So let's start off by painting her first. I don't know if we're going to keep the top hat on. I've had this top hat on this thing forever and ever. I actually have another one though, so I don't know. We'll see. For right now, this top hat's going to keep my paper down because the fan is going nuts. So, oh, my Troy is so sweet. Look at how he does mommy. He's such a good boy. Oh, and I also have like the pearls out here too. I have bigger ones as well. So I don't know. We'll figure something out. Hi, Jeanette. When the hat was on there, it looked like Mr. Peanut. Oh, I am being dumb. I'm sorry, Miss Linda Baker. Thank you, Kay. Duh. Jeez. It's Monday. It's Monday. Oh my gosh, you guys. So yesterday when I was cleaning my desk, so you see these little monster devil tweezer thingies? They were sticking out in my thing like this, and it literally went through my finger. It's that much of a pinhole through my finger, and my finger hurts so bad. It's like, and I have a very high pain tolerance, so to feel that little hole, like, gee, many Christmas, that hurt. The form what the top hat looks like. Oh, nah, yeah, I got it. It took me a minute. Oh, you know what? Let's get this off of here. Oh, man. Hey, Ashley. Man, let me tell you what, I will never forget to put those in the right way ever again. That hurt so bad. And Nick was coming down the stairs at that exact same time, and I was just like, and he's looking at me like I'd lost my mind, and he's like, what happened? And I showed him. I'm like, oh my gosh. He goes, oh, ouch. And I'm like, yeah, ouch, to say the least. Ouch. Okie dokie, artichokey. And I'm also thinking, I don't know if we're going to do like any would you been or any molds or whatnot. We'll just kind of let it go and see how we feel as we're doing its thing. Feeling if it was wobbly. So did everybody have a nice weekend? Oh, that's why it's hot. I didn't turn the air on. And the windows aren't open. I was wondering why it was so hot over here. Hi, Deborah. Yeah, that is true. I do know that. Yeah, that's why that hurt so much, but good googly muggly. Let me just turn the air down, y'all, because I will be over here sweating bullets. I mean, at least I have a hat on, so it won't be dripping down my face. I'm kidding. Maybe. I don't know. If I have a personal summer, then it will drip down my face. If I have a hot flash, which, those come always. Troy, Mama just got you one. Where's the white one that I just got you? You need to quit it. Troy. Guess I need to sit on my phone because you. Troy, stop. Stop. Did I do that? No, that's been on there. Troy. She did fantastic on Saturday. Hi, Sybil. So, hi, Gert. Ashley and I are such jibber jabbers. Ashley, did you realize we talked for about 2 hours after the live? Oh my gosh. We were just. The only reason why I realized what time it was, well, she had to go, was because she was like, oh, it's almost 6 o'clock. And I was like, 6 o'clock? That means it's almost 3 o'clock. Holy cannoli, I need to feed the doggies. See how much of this I can paint before we've got to dry it so I can flip it over. Might even be fun to do like white velvet powder up there. Hi, Roxanne. You know how you say wobbly wobbly? So now I hear hobbly lobbly in my head. I went to hobbly lobbly. Wobbly wobbly. Oh my gosh. If you guys missed Creative Hour on Saturday, you guys need to watch the replay. Ashley did so good, but she also actually had a little bit of a temper tantrum on there. That was the cutest temper tantrum I've ever seen anybody have. It was so freaking cute, you guys. But she did an amazing project. I haven't been to Hobly Lobly in a long time. I haven't even shopped at Hobly Lobly in a long time. Shoot. By the looks of my craft room and my living room right now, and I haven't even gone into the garage. I don't need to be shopping anywhere. Whoops. You know what? Hey, where'd the wipes go? Did Troy take my wipes? What the heck? I was wondering. It was. I know. Actually, it was great. She was like, it was funny because she pulled a Justin on me when she was like, I don't know if I'm gonna take a whole hour, and I'm like, that's fine. Like, whatever. It's called creative hour. Like, you know, basically, however long it takes is fine. If it takes an hour and a half, if it takes 20 minutes, like it, whatever. I don't rush anybody, or I don't. But she finished like almost right dead on an hour. I'm like, oh, you did amazing. Okay. I probably need to get up there by the neck because who knows. So let's just do that now before I end up needing to do it later. I'm kind of thinking maybe we do like a fur jacket kind of a thing, and then do where maybe the shirt would be underneath in velvet powder, you guys. That's kind of what I'm tinking right now, is to use this furry stuff and make her like a jacket, if you will, and then maybe have like the V open, or even like, I don't know, something, and then use velvet powder to be like what would be her shirt under the jacket. Okay, I think it's good. It's good. Right? Doesn't that sound like it could be cool? Because then we can have like a pop of color, like in the V section or something. Oh, I didn't even see that you did that, Miss Connie. I automatically translated it in my head. Terry, go back and read my post. Where do I post the picture of my project that I won on Chris Hunter's DQ Live? Oh, Queens and Kings, Decoupage Queens and Kings. It's our Facebook group. It's just DQ stuff, right? From the birthday party. So you want to post it in the Decoupage Queens and Kings Facebook group. Hi, Phyllis. Sorry, I had to think about what you were saying to me for a minute there. I was like, Chris Hunter, what? All right, so let's put these in the water. Let's put those in the water. Turn off. You never turn off when I want you to turn off. Okay, we're going to put those in the water, and then let's get a little bit of, do we want a pencil or friction? Well, we'll do pencil because we're going to probably have to. So, and we'll probably give her like a cute little belt or something. Hey, what is that? Glue? I can't write with a pencil that has glue on it. Ozo. At least the ones that Hobby Lobby used to do, they didn't have a stand, so this is going to be a little awkward for me to deal with, this thing jabbing me in the stomach. But you know me. I don't like to do things that are easy. It's always got to be super difficult. Now you can go ahead and, measure it out and all that good stuff. So you got to look at it this way. So if we decoupage from here down with the stripes, and then up here would be her jacket part. All right, y'all, here's the phone. We're going to put it back on the dock, on the charger. And you watch. He's going to come quick, fast, and in a hurry. It's like he's got radar when the phone goes on the dock. Okay, let's see. No, don't take off my Troy screensaver. Thank you. All right, so let's get our... Oh, that would be fun for like the top hat. Oh, Bree, I have your paper, Bree. I ordered your papers, the big ones. Do you want me to hold everything until those get here, or go ahead and send the MDF now? I don't mind. I meant to ask you that on Friday and totally forgot. All right, let's get... Let's get the edges off. Sorry, guys. I was trying to think if I wanted to cut them or if I want to feather it. No, I need to feather it because especially if they don't meet around, I'm going to need to feather it. Okay. What? Time is 4:27, so by 4... Hold on and send together would be great. Hey, send me the invoice. Okay. I will. You know, I don't like doing that until I have them in my hand because you never know what's going to happen. And so as soon as I can touch it, feel it, you know, then I will. Yeah, I know. I've been hoarding them. I have a couple of them. And while I was climbing over boxes and shipping material in my craft room, I looked over and I was like, you know what? We haven't done a dress form in a while. And I've never done one to be like any kind of festive, Christmassy kind. So they've all kind of been a little whimsical, I guess, maybe you can say. I don't know. My other one sat back here for the longest time, and Deborah really wanted it, and I wouldn't let her go. And finally, I put her in an auction, which, by the way, we need to have an auction pretty soon. I don't have very much stuff, but what's going to end up happening is I'm not going to auction again before Halloween, and then I'm going to have this Halloween stuff and be stuck with it again. And I don't know, I just always feel weird about putting holidays that have passed in an auction. So I need to at least do a small one to get some of the pumpkins, or I don't even have very many Halloween things, I don't think. Maybe just a couple. It was good. Hi, Nancy. It was nice. So I was given my presents early, and then I had my birthday cake on my birthday, and it was super... I mean, obviously, it wasn't nice that Nick got in an accident on that Thursday, but because Trevor ended up taking off those days, I didn't have, I kind of got like a 4-day weekend kind of, so it ended up being nice and relaxing as it could be anyways. I was still trying to get my living room situated. That drives me nuts. I got to get that white off of there. And when I say my living room, I mean all the product that's on my cart in those boxes or those drawers, the plastic ones out there. All right, let's see. One's definitely not going to be enough. Do a themed mystery box. I do that too, and I'm hurting to use them. Oh, I know. Well, now that I have, I can get them at kind of a more reasonable price. They're still kind of pricey in my opinion. And to my knowledge, I don't think Hobby Lobby has the ones that I used to use anymore, right? I think they were discontinued them. Because had I known they were going to do that, I would have kept hoarding those. Because those were great. And I haven't found any that I like on Amazon. Like they're shaped funny. The way that they do like the bust area. It's shaped really funny. The ones that I have found on Amazon. So I don't even mess with those. Okay. I know the white's still over there, but I probably can be okay not taking that off, which I probably only need to take off one of those. So let's put that back. Now every time I stick something in there, I'm frightened. My finger's gonna get pierced. All right, let's get the decoupage varnish and glue matte. Probably need to squeeze some more in there. Whoa! Okay, so let's get now I realize that whenever we try to go around like a cylinder, right, it's going to do that. You see? So I think we may I hear the shoes coming down the stairs. Because he has to take one stair at a time, it literally sounds like clunk, clunk. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I know. I know. Troy, give me a break, man. Troy, don't give it up. No. I'll sit on it. That's all right. Okay. So we're just going to give her, I don't want that piece. So that went there. You went here. You went here. And you are here. Okay. So we're going to kind of go like this. And remember, we're going to have something up here. So even if I need to like sand it back up there and paint over it, I'm okay with that. I just am going to try to avoid getting the skirt going crazy diagonals. Because once again, we're going to do not quite Harlequin, but we're going to do stripes. Because for whatever reason, I can't just figure out how to just do a normal, you know, pattern paper that doesn't have directional issues. But you know me, Miss Difficult. So I'm so excited to get those papers. Thank you. Oh, absolutely, Bree. Thank you so much. I'm excited. I haven't seen them in a big size like that. I almost kicked myself for not getting one extra for me in both of them, because I think those are going to be fabulous in that big size, especially you know, Sketches itself. And I was, as soon as I hit the like place now order, I just was like, man, I so should have gotten one for myself. Hi, Natalie. Okay, so then this one was next, and like, I don't mind if it goes a little bit, you know, but Troy's outside and he about scared the banana daiquiris out of me, man. So we are going to need to do a little bit of this and a little bit of that. I swear that kid moves fast. So we're going to make sure we brush the edges down, right? Because we want them to lie flat. Same thing with these. I'm going to brush that direction so that way it lies flat on over there. And then where I've ripped it here, I'm going to lie that down. And I'm going to lift that up a little bit and lay it right on top. Nope, we need to get that shrinkle out of there first. Hold on. Let's put some more. Okay, so hold on a minute. Ah! Hold on. It's kind of one of those, right, where I'm going to learn as I go. So that wedge right there is too wide, because you see what's going to happen right there. So let's go back over to this side, and then I'm going to let that dry over there a little bit. And then I'm going to rip that off. So now over here, let's not make the same mistake. So, was it not that? At this point, it doesn't really matter, does it? I thought I put them in order. Did I miss one order? No, I did. Probably this one. So this one's a little bit thinner, which I think will be fine, right? Yeah. Okay, let's rip this. Hi, Dale. How are you? Hi, Lori. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. All right. Now let's get that. Those need to be ripped off over there. So we'll dry that and then we'll come back and rip that piece off of there. Really? Thank you. We're going to overlap that just a little bit, and I might have to even bring it up a little higher. And I don't mind if it slants a little bit, but I may even have to just paint some of it white. Okay, that needs to, there we go. I think I said it the last time we did the ghost, right? Don't let me decoupage anything that had like crazy patterns, but yet the very next thing, here we go again. Scare myself, I tell you what. Hi, Papas. All right, let's just go ahead and dry that. Troy, I cannot make a phone case appear, son. Hi, Rosie. Hola, Olga. How are you? So it should just be the sides that are going to pleat down a little bit. Hopefully. So let's just, we might need to just do this. Hold on, y'all. Is it dried on there? That might just be easier. And then let's take these and make them go in half. So I actually need red, right? Yeah. So I did go through my paints. I should have brought them over here to show y'all to see. So nothing was wrong with the paints except for I would suggest that like a little bit of fluid medium be added to them because they're starting to get, you know, when you let air hit your paints for, you know, too much, they start to almost get like a chalk paint, right? They start to thicken up a little bit. So, whoops. I went through my paints, and again, the ones that were like absolutely not usable because they were dry, I tossed those. But there are quite a few that just need a little bit of fluid medium. There we go. That size is actually perfect. Okay. So I'm going to have to find out how we can get those to somebody that needs them. That's not enough. So let's just take off that whole one right there. Yeah, Miss Connie. See, and that's what I want, is to be able to give them. But see, then I don't know, you guys. That's when I also feel like, oh, I don't want you guys to have like cruddy stuff. I mean, it's not cruddy, but you know what I mean? It's not like opening a fresh jar of paint either, though. So I already know Sue's yelling at me saying that's not the point. But you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. That's a lot of the things that I have problems with too, is like, I'm not trying to give junk away, and it's not junk. You guys know what I'm saying? Like, I just kind of feel like bad because it's not, again, it does need a little bit of fluid medium, but it would be fine as soon as you put fluid medium in it. It would be fine, but I don't know. I struggle with that a little bit. Not giving somebody something that's, if not new, like perfect. See, that worked a lot better. So what was that, like only 4 stripes at a time? So, and this one's not going to work because it's got the brown. So let's do that then. Let's take this one at the red. Maybe you could do a little, hi Kimberly. Just call me for therapy, Terry. She's such a brat. I would need to think, you guys can chime in on how I would do that though, because it's not so much that I want to auction it off, because I don't want to try to make money off of it because they aren't perfectly new, but I need to figure out a way for it to be fair too, because I know not just one person needs something, you know, and that's another thing that I struggle with. I'm just being honest, y'all. Like, you know, it's kind of like what I told you, you know, like my kids, like when they were growing up, like, don't bring something for just Trevor, or don't bring something for just Troy. If you don't have enough for both of them, you know, don't bring him anything at all. You know what I mean? So I feel like if I don't have enough, then I shouldn't even be saying anything. I don't know. I got issues. Y'all already know I have issues. Boy, I got a little bit of brush heavy on that down there, didn't we? Okay, let's dry this so we can work on the back side. You are straight up about the condition of the product. Recipients know what they're getting. That's true. Mystery boxes in your auction is the way to go. I've done that before, Bree, but I really felt like like when I did that whole box of Stamperia, I knew every single one of those were like that was a steal of a deal, right? I knew like that box was amazing. And then I think I did like another one with papers and another one like, so I've done them before. It's okay, or you just do what feels right. No one will judge. Yeah, I need to figure out a way. Maybe I do like something kind of like silently where I say, okay, like if you are truly in need of paints or this or that or this or that, like message me, and then maybe I just do like a silent thing where I put all their names in a hat and then draw it, and then I just send it to whoever wins and not like announce it and make it like a big like Kimberly won. Hi Barbara Ross, your generosity would be greatly appreciated. Hi Barbara Ross. I think maybe that would be the way to go, is to be like, Manette, I think I'll do it where to like I'll do a poster, I'll make an announcement, I'll get everything ready and say, look, I have a box of this, box of paints, a box of substrates, a box of this, that, and the other, and if you are truly in need of it, like, and I would just have to trust, your word, like, if you have a drawer full of paints, you don't need paints. Like somebody else that maybe only has like one or two or three or four colors, or you know what I mean? Like I would just have to trust that person, the people wanting to be in the drawing, are being honest. And at the end of the day, like they have to live with that. I don't, right? I can't police everything. And then just not announce who's going to get it, just send it. I think that's what I'll do. And then if it shows up at their door, they know that they got it. And if it doesn't, then it doesn't. I think that's what I'll do. Either that or have people give names of people whom they know. Oh, that would be a cool way to do it too. That would be a cool way to do it too. Like you can nominate somebody, kind of a thing. Okay. Now let's work on the back. I'm thinking we might have to paint that, but let's see. So what is that? Red? Did we have? Meh. Meh. That might be a cool way to do it too, to nominate. I need nothing. I need to donate. See, and I love that. Sometimes people need that little lift, right? Exactly. Because look, you all know what, I've been through with my health issues, and, crafting really got me to a place where, how are we going to put this, y'all? We probably have to come over, and there needs to be like a little pleat there like that. But I don't think that's bad, right? Okay, so let's do it like this. I wish this thing, where's my scrappy cradle? I'm kind of excited now. That made me excited. I think that's what I'll do, you guys. We're going to I think we'll do it both ways. Like somebody can put their name in the drawing themselves, and also like if you know somebody, you can nominate them as well. And then that's what I'll do, is I'll just get stuff. I'll get those boxes together, because there's stuff that, like if it's brand new substrates and stuff like that, yeah, that I could see putting that in an auction. But if it's like used stuff, I can't auction, you know, I don't feel right. Like, it's different with the Stamperia because it was all range of colors, all the entire paint range, and a lot of them were practically full. And then it'll be like a little gift. Like if it's at their doorstep, that would be really cool. Oh, no, 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 no. No, no, no. No, no, no. Now there's going to be a shrinkle there. There's going to be a boo-boo right there. Because I didn't lay the paper down. Oh, well. We'll put something over that. Okay, and then I'm going to come back. Whoa. Excuse me, ma'am. You're a little finicky now. We're trying to do your skirt. Do you mind? So come back and do this one over here. And we'll do the same kind of, sorry with my hat. So the edges, the kind of sides will be a little bit pleated, but we can also put something, we'll also probably add something to it, so we'll figure it out. We'll make it look good. Did you see my whole bag of scraps? Oh my gosh, Ashley, speaking of scraps, do you guys remember that big old honking ghost I did? Not the gigantic one, the wife or the mama or whatever we called it. I think we said the mama was the biggest one and the dad was the smallest one. Anyways, I have so many scraps from that paper, and I believe that paper was the pumpkin spice florals. It's a gorgeous paper if you don't know what I'm talking about. It's Decoupage Queen Pumpkin Spice, I think it was. And I was cleaning out my craft room and I lifted up a tray. Shh. Never mind, y'all. I lifted up something and there were a ton of scraps underneath there. And the first thing I said was, "Oh, Ashley, you ask for scraps and you shall receive." Okay, let's do, what are we looking at over there? Red? We need red. What's with the red? All right, let's take this. My skirts have wrinkles. Okay, you know what, Kay? Like I said the last time, those are some of my favorites, and I love that they're in the squeeze tube too, so the air is not hitting it as much. And yeah, I was obsessed with those paints, and so I'm pretty sure I had every color. I'm pretty sure. If not, I maybe was missing a couple. And I remember I put it in the USPS It Fits It Ships box because I was like, oh, quiggly muggly, this thing is going to be heavy. But because we did It Fits It Ships, so they couldn't, ding me, or K for that matter, for the weight. Okay, so again, we're on red. I don't know, just so happens to end up that way. We have, I swear, I know every creator's like, I've got the best room ever, but it's true though. I think, There's some just great people in the crafting community. Anyways, for the most part, everybody, you know, is there for each other, and especially when, you know, someone needs something, they're come through and help whenever they can. And I love that. I'm excited now, Sue. I kind of have like I have a game plan now, kind of. Y'all, we're going to have to find some It Fits, It Ships boxes, because I'm literally going to start just... I wish they had... Well, I guess they kind of do have big boxes, too. If anybody, you guys know. And I think what I'll do is maybe if I can figure out a way to create like a form so you can nominate it under different categories like paint, scrapbooking, rice papers, and you can nominate the person for different categories, or, you know, nominate yourself for different ones as well, or all that would apply, I guess I should say. I showed Sue, I was like, Sue, please, do you need any of this stuff? And for the most part, she was like, yeah, no. She's like, yeah, maybe that and that, but yeah, no. I was like, oh. Okay, we're almost done, guys. I know this is super. I wonder if I can not sit on my phone anymore. What do you guys think? I think I can get off of it. I'm not going to even try to turn it on to my comments over here. I've got enough screen with comments, so I think we're good. But I'm sure he'll come back as soon as I put it up there now. Hi, Sharon. My daughter gave me a vintage life-size dress for her. Oh, Lori, I'm so jealous. Oh, so jealous. How are you, Sharon? Tell Mike I said hello. I love doing these dress forms. I know they take a while, and you guys can make fun of me for, you know, having a 17-day live, but I think they're just so fun. I wish I could turn this so that way I could have the feet go in a direction where I need kind of, well, we'll just wing it. Hi, Brenda. You know, as soon as you put it back, he'll come. I know, Ross, but I get tired of sitting on something lumpy. Because I know you guys have probably seen it in flashes, but I have this little bead thing on here so that, like, I can hold it or just, like, you know, put it on my wrist. So sitting on it sometimes is just, you know, it's not the business. So we'll put this here, and then we'll just do one red right there, and it should be, it's good. It's good. If I would have thought about it, I would have made this like cute to make it, well, we could still do fringes off of it. It actually might be cute to do something with fringes. So I will work on trying to figure out how to get a form or how I can do that. It's It's going to be bigger than 2, but we'll just take 2 for now. Hi, Veronica. It is uncomfortable. See, we'll just put that there, and there'll be nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. By the time we get everything on here and we do all the things to it, if somebody is noticing stuff like this, more power to them for having a good eye, but wowee. Give me a break. It's handmade. Come on. Get off. Well, it's in my hand. It won't get off of my hand. Look. And we'll gator all of that off of there. So we're going to put the belt up here. So, okay, I think it's good. Let's dry this. Oh, hi, honey. Nothing to see here. Keep on walking. A dent in her butt? I mean, it's flat like the front is. The back is flat, the front is flat, and then the sides, you know, curve. I know, Sharon. It's so good to see your name up there. And I don't think we will keep this. This is wood. I don't know if we'll keep that black. We will probably paint over that. We'll see. Maybe you shouldn't sit on your phone. They tell you not to carry in your front pocket and women not to carry in their bra. Yeah, well. Oh, my butt? I don't believe any of that, Patty. I got stage 4 and cancer's not in my family. I never carried anything in my bra. I never did anything weird or well, who knows. So it looks like the paper got pushed down right there too, but I'm thinking the belt will cover that, whatever we put up there. So I'll worry about getting all of the little bits and bobs like that one down there. Once we start putting it all together and I could see what's going to show and what's not going to show. Make sure she's dry enough so we can get all the paper off of the bottom. All right. Do we have a new 320? We do not. So let's get a new one. What's that got on there? What? Did I have like a glue war or something and I didn't realize it? I had glue on my pokey tool. Now I have a little bit of glue on my... It's right in front of your face. Okay, we have a bunch of trash here. Let's throw that away. All right, let's get you. I don't want to. What do we got? A fiber that doesn't want to come loose? Apparently. All right. I am going to come right here and grab a 240 because that 320 is starting to pull the paper and I don't want it to pull like that. So I'm actually going to grab a 240, which I don't usually do, but I don't want it to pull on the paper because it has some of the darker areas with the red. Because it'll take that paint off. And because it's at a weird angle with the bottom of the skirt, I'm not getting like a sharp edge. So I'm going to use light pressure, but with a 240. Okay. I can throw all of this away, right? Am I allowed to throw all of these away? Now you guys see I'm afraid to throw anything away. Before everything just landed in the trash. Now I'm afraid. All right. No. Hi, Lori. No, she doesn't. Hey, Nicole. No way. Okay, so if we're going to give her a shirt, we gotta find something really cute too, and have a cute belt buckle. Maybe we'll do like a something festive. But if we're going to give her, if we went, hold on. Excuse my reach. I need to see what the heck. Okay. Okay. Whoa. So if we did it like that, though, not a lot would be peeking out if we did color underneath there. Because it would literally almost be like we gave her a turtleneck. So I'm trying to think. Let's see. Do we like that? And then we can do some of this at the bottom of her skirt as well. And then we might just have to do gold on her skin and where her arms would come out, because it might look funny just to put. Otherwise, I would need to figure out a way to open it. You know what I mean? Okay, so if we did it like that, I would literally need to almost, we would need to come kind of around with it here first, right? And then kind of build it down from there. Okay, so let's start with it in the back. Don't ask me how this is gonna go. You guys know I'm not a seamstress. I always tell you guys, don't come for me. Those of you who sew and, do all that stuff, all that fancy schmancy stuff, don't come for me. Because we'll have to, also find her like a pretty chain and stuff. And then, like I said, I don't know that I want to keep this black. I don't think we can, Mac. I think because I don't know how we could give her velvet powder. Like, I don't know the design of up here at the top that I can do with leaving it so that I can see like the inside. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how we would do that. Yeah, how cool that looks. Whoop. Don't want to do that. Okay, and then let's go around her arm area, and then we'll start to fill it all in. So I think what I've done in the past is I've used like a gold or something on her skin tone. So we'll probably have to do that again, which is fine. All right. I get it. All right. Oy, oy, oy. Pretty soon we're going to hear the clunk, clunk, clunk coming down the stairs. Oh, I guess it could have went down, but that's okay. I'm going to have to fill it and wrap it anyways. No, I absolutely do not sew. Mm-mm. It's not something I enjoy doing. I can. Oh, there he is. I can, but it's, I don't know. It's never something that I was like, plus not to mention, like, I have a hard time seeing. That little light that they give you, I would need like a big spotlight. Can have handle just that little bitty light there at the bottom by the needle. But whenever my grandma would make stuff for like my class or whatever, it was always like so cool. But yeah, no. Told you guys, I made that skirt with stripes, oddly enough, and that was it. I can hem stuff. Oh, just a detail brush. I would just have to be easy. Plus, I can move there's, if you guys can see, there's this little like banding. That's what I'm gluing down. So I can just brush the hair out of the way and then paint and then, brush the hair back down. Wow. Okay, so now that is on there, I will go around it last. I know, I already see you coming at me, Troy. I already know that you want something. What, bud? What? What are you looking at? Bud, Mama will go open the door. I'm telling you, it's our monthly order. There's going to be big, gigantic boxes out there. Got to carry it all in. And have the diapers and wipes and everything else. A velvet belt. Let me see something. It's not long enough. I might take. So this desk mat had this wrapped around it, right, to keep it so it didn't roll out. But I might take that little knob, the notcher. Obviously, Amazon doesn't want me to speak right now, so I'll wait. Don't worry, I'm just doing a live. I'll wait. Maybe he's done. Anyways, as I was saying, and then maybe we could do something to give her like a velvet type of brush, something velvet. Once I get it all together, we'll like brush it and blend it all in. But that's not an order. That's the monthly subscribe and save, son. It's not going to have any phone cases or anything like that in there, buddy. Mama just bought you one. Before you went night-night last night, I gave it to you. It's really funny because you know what he's been doing now? So whenever he was getting like the cases at 4:30 in the morning, right? So whenever he would wake up, the case would be here. He takes the case off and puts an older one on there, and then he's asking me for a case. Almost like he knows that I just got him one, so he's gonna take the new one off of there and have one of the older ones on there, so that way he can tell me that he wants another one. Oh, turkey, where's the one that I just got you? But he's been doing that. He'll take the new one off and then show me the phone with the old one. I'm like, that's the game we're playing now? He is. It's like you are something else. I noticed that he did that when he first did that, I was like, oh, maybe he just, was coincidence, or he didn't like the case or whatever. But now he does it every single time, just like last night. Amazon came and I ordered him a white one. He had the white one on all the way when he went to sleep. When we took Trevor, he had the white one on. Now, mysteriously, he doesn't have it on. He's having the one that was the older one that he had on there yesterday prior to the white case coming. I'm like, So he's not doing that just like by coinky dink. He's doing that on purpose. He's taking the old one off and taking the new one off and putting the old one on there. Little chicken lips. He's such a case hoarder. Oh my gosh. And I was even thinking again yesterday, because so his birthday is, oh, I thought it was behind me again, is Veterans Day. And I was like, oh, because I know I want to get him a new tablet, a new laptop. And I was like, maybe I should get him a new phone. But then, you guys know, I told you, every time I get him a new phone, we're going to go through getting a million more phone cases now of a different size. The only good thing about that is at least I'll have phone cases again to buy, because right now he has practically every single one there is for his right now. I'm gonna go around the arms. I almost feel like if we did like it around here, I don't know, hold on, let me do the arms one time and see something. Oh no, Ash, I've tried that. It does not work. People have told me that so many times to do that, and I tried that, and it does not work at all. He knows. It's bananas to me. They're like, just put it in the envelope and give him the nope. He knows right away. I tried that so long ago. Yeah, they do. It's craziness. But I tried that trick a long time ago, because, yeah, right? That would be like the easiest. And we're always getting something. But nope. It's like, oh, no way, Mom. Like, he took that. I specifically remember what he did. He took the phone case out of the package and he just kind of looked at me. Because I put it in the I put it in the envelope, and then I put it in one of the packages that they come in. He kind of looked at me like, why are you playing me? And he put it down, and he didn't ever pick it back up. He was just like, This isn't new. I was like, oh my gosh, you're such a turkey. Paint the old one? I know, Pops. I know. I don't know where my little bottle holder thing is. I think it fell. Hold on. Oh, shoot. The express glue fell too. I can see the express glue at this on the side. Okay. Now, obviously, I'll have to put strips to fill in, but I kind of want to go around the waist really quickly and see how that's going to. Mail us some old ones and we can send them back around. That would probably be the only time that it might work. Because honestly, at this point, he has all of them. No lie. And so I am now resorting to like, okay, I know for a fact he has this one. So maybe, I can't remember, does he have it in yellow? Does he have it in purple? Does he have it in red? So I'll order like a color that I think he doesn't have, which he ends up having it. And that doesn't frustrate him, like whenever he gets the same color. I notice that he doesn't leave it on for very long though. He'll like maybe put it on and then he'll take it off and go grab another one. But there have been times where I have duplicated ones that he's already, already had, because the other day I ordered like a bright yellow one and a purple one because I know for a fact I haven't seen those colors. And the one that I gave him last night was like a cream white, which I know he has in that particular one. The blue, the forest green, the black, and blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, I don't know. It's crazy. I wish he would fall out of that stage because he's been on that for a while now. It used to be earbuds. Troy, that is a big old honking cup for that. Pops, I can't put Ready Whip in a big old honking cup. Get a small one. Get the small one. Loco, get the small one, Pops. That's a big old honking cup. That's probably the only thing that would work, is to actually send them to you guys and have you guys send in pre-packaged, pre-posted envelopes and send them back to him. Honestly. Okay, that's a little better, bud. That other thing was a big old honking thing. I know, Papas. Mama will check the door in like 5 minutes. Good job. Okay, and then can you get a plastic spoon? I know. It's like, why not? put it in there, woman. Don't give me no lip. I know he's going to be excited, though, for all the other stuff. He really does need a new tablet. And he needs a new laptop. So he'll be excited for those. But nothing trumps the phone. So I'll go around this, and then I'll leave you guys. I probably will just finish putting the rest of it on really quickly. Oh, actually, I could probably just keep going, actually. Pops, I said a plastic spoon so Mama doesn't have to watch. Never mind. It's fine. Just ignore me. Holy cow, that's bigger than your mouth. All right. I love you too. I am. I will. I'm going. I'm getting off. So bossy. Pointing things, pointing. I'm getting off. So, see. The same thing he does on his phone. Watches videos, opens up all the stuff, closes it down, pretends like he's doing business, gets a credit card out of my purse and acts like he's purchasing something. Gets his pen and paper and acts like he's doing something like, important on the computer while he's pretending like he's writing stuff. It's kind of funny, actually. I need my bottle holder so I don't have to keep doing this. It's had to have fallen back there because I see my express glue fell. Okay. So, and then we'll fix all of that and blend it all in. But while I'm sitting here, I will just go ahead and fill in the rest of the little bits and bobs, and then I'll get a little brush and like kind of brush them so that they blend in. Oh, how cool would that be? Yep, it was. That would be so cool to send like a bunch of phone cases out, like decorate for Troy, and then have you guys send them all back, all decorated in different ways. So I'm just going to finish. Oh, that needs to be moved down. I'm going to finish putting on the little bits on her back. And then I'm thinking I want to run some of this down at the bottom tomorrow too. But we need to do some stuff to the skirt. We may even crackle it, put crackle on it, fine line, and put the white antiquing paste. Ooh, we might have to do that. But that's how her little furry is looking right now. For his birthday. Oh my gosh, that would be so cool. So I'm just going to like finish. Well, I'm not going to finish this right now. Right now, what I'm going to do is open the door because Troy's going to go wild and crazy. But that's going to be so cool once all of that is on there. And then do the little pieces. Oh, yeah. I can't wait. And then, dang, it's almost as tall as the camera. Look at us right up to the top. So then tomorrow, I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to crackle it and put white antiquing paste in it. Because the white is so white, that's going to make me go cuckoo anyway. So we need to bring some white into this. And I think with the antiquing paste, that'll be the way to do it. And then we can maybe just put like 2 rows down here at the bottom. And then we'll paint her skin tone tomorrow, and then also do her belt buckle, because we need to do like a cute little belt, and we need to find something cute to put on the little buckle part, which obviously we've got a lot of little bits and bobs for that, so I'll figure that out. Let me go. I need to get my bottle holder from the back of my desk. Get the subscribe and save. Thank you. Yeah, crackle the white needs to tie it in, I think. It really needs to, because that's like holy bright white right now. So, alrighty, y'all. I'll sit here and finish this. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. I will see you back here tomorrow. Same time, same place. Let me go lift up all these heavy boxes. Talk to you later. Bye.